there's Kevin with GatheringMagic.com with match number 3 with the Bant Cryptolith Rite. No Cryptolith Rite or a Evolutionary Leap, which you want to see in the opening hand. We do get stuck with that Whirler Rogue without the double blue source again. But I think this is definitely a keepable hand. Shambling Vent. This is going to be a different matchup. There's the Lumbering Falls, though. That's a perfect card to hit. Even though it is a little bit high in lands, but we do like to hit land drops with this deck, especially post-sideboard. I'm pretty sure it's just going to be a Hangarback Walker out next turn. I guess I could go for Duskwatch Recruiter. I'd rather have a Hangarback Walker die, though. Eat the removal spell. So I'm just going to stick with basic lands because it allows for like Prairie Streams to come into play untapped. And we will go Hangarback. White-black is the last color combination you like to see with Hangarback Walker. It means Anguish on Making, Declaration in Stone. Westvale Abbey. There's a Read the Bones. I'm thinking this actually looks a lot like the Seasons Past, Absent Seasons Past deck, which is actually one of our best matchups. So we get the Duskwatch Recruiter out this turn. I could go Lumbering Falls, but I think that it's just going to be the Duskwatch. And then pass a turn. This allows us to put a counter on the Hangarback Walker. Love to hit like an Evolutionary Leap to protect our Hangarback Walker. What I'm able to protect is to make sure I can get a 1/1 Thopters. So Westvale Abbey's in here, Secure the Wastes is in here. That's the biggest change for the Abzan list for Seasons Past. This still could just be white-black tokens. Haven't seen white-black tokens or even Eldrazi white-black in a long time. It seems to have fallen out of favor. Just going to go an ultimate price on the Duskwatch. And the Grass of Darkness, which allows me to get 2 Thopters. So I do have to worry about a Languish here. I think that we run it out anyway. He used 2 removal spells though, so I'm thinking, I'm not quite certain that's means there's a Languish in his hand. I actually doubt it. I think you'd just use the Languish and wipe those 2 and then be left. Yeah, it would have been the exact same scenario. Being left with 2 Thopters. Well, he proved me wrong. So now it's just swinging it with Lumbering Falls, I believe. No, this is just where we'll go Evolutionary Leap and Loam Dryad. Actually, I'll keep the Loam Dryad in the hand, as we do want to be able to use it in response. So this deck is probably just going to try to keep the board incredibly clear and then try to win off a big Secure the Wastes. So even a Blighted Fen in here. So I do love this matchup post-sideboard. This is where Great Aurora just really shines. So there's a Westvale Abbey. We'll go with the Loam Dryad and then just pass the turn. I guess I could have just kept that land back and then made a token instead. But here it looks like the Secure the Waste is going to come down for 5. Now I'm actually liking the Loam Dryad because it can block one of these. See if Sorin comes down here. Or Westvale Abbey, that is true. You can go for the Westvale Abbey. Or have to Secure the Waste. And now I need to find like another Whirler Rogue as soon as possible. So I'm just going to take the damage. And I do believe it is time to start to desperately... Oh, Eldrazi Displacer is that was a great draw. So we'll pop it out. And just right now, displace the thing. That works. So he got in for 9, though. Again, though, this is not... One thing I always tell new players of Magic, especially, is that the life total is not a scoreboard. It has nothing to do... No, he's not winning, I'm not losing here with the 23-11. I think the board state and the cards in hand, I would say that he's at advantage. With the Gideon's actually very weak against Eldrazi Displacer. And I'm glad he did that rather than use Blighted Fen. Because if I can keep this Eldrazi Displacer alive, that is very significant. So I want to find a creature to put down. And there's a perfect creature to give me some padding against the... I could actually even attack into Gideon here. Which I think I'll do. So we'll displace. Hit Gideon down a notch. And we still have mana up for either the Duskwatch Recruiter or the Eldrazi Displacer. Anguish I'm making on the Evolutionary Leap. Yeah, it was very good. And there's the Languish. So the only thing I can do here is Duskwatch Recruiter. And I think we want a Skyspawner. This allows me to attack him with Gideon. He's got those Shambling Vents that are going to be pretty annoying. I will just kill Gideon with the Lumbering Falls. He could have it. No, I have Hexproof on the Lumbering Falls, so... But the double Shambling Vent are getting a little bit hard to deal with. This takes care of Gideon, and it's anyone's game after this. We also do have the Skyspawner that I'll throw out. He has a Westvale Abbey and a Shambling Vent. Ruinous Path on my Skyspawner. So now I'll be taking 4 here. I'm not going to block with the sign. We do need it back. And then Hangarback, double Hangarback here is very good. Other than, yeah, and he can't double activate, so we're good. All right. So again, still anyone's game. I am down to a 2, which is the Shambling Vents are getting very, very scary. I need to get out my Westvale Abbey of my own, and then have that Blighted Fen gone, so I can safely get in for 9 damage with the Westvale Abbey. So you get a Ruinous Path on a Hangarback Walker. This is kind of interesting. I think we just throw a Thopter in front of it. And there's Gideon. So throw out another knight. And yeah, that gets kind of awkward here. We need a good draw off the top. Blisterpod's actually not too bad. I think I just attacking with the Thopter into Gideon for sure. And then keep everything else back. So this allows Gideon, he can't use Gideon's ultimate here. We can activate a Westvale Abbey to give us another token. And then have a Blisterpod and a Hangarback Walker as backup. He's already blown 2 Languishes, so we're in good shape there. And then if he uses another Languish, all right, we will make the trade, I believe, with the swamp. So block here, and block here, and here. Is that how I want to do this? I believe so. Now, if he taps out, wow, I can't believe he's going to do the sacrifice right now. We'll make a guy for sure. Get another Yavimaya Coast. This is kind of awkward. We can make a guy. No, we go for Westvale. Yeah, I think I go for Westvale. I think that's the safe. Because I could kill Gideon and leave a bunch of things back. I think we just kill Gideon with the Flyers. I do have to worry about like an Anguish on making. Problem being at 1, I can't activate a Westvale Abbey. Jeez. Another Gideon. Hope this is the right move. Because now we can attack into Gideon. Can't block. We kill Gideon, go up to a 10. And the Oblivion Sower is actually quite powerful here, too. So, huge swing of events here. Look what we were able to fight off. That was a powerful hand. We get 2 Ceaseless and a Reed of Bones. It's really good for our opponent to fill back up the hand. So, find 2 lands off of it. Nice. And then Secure the Waste would be a little bit rough. We're definitely attacking in with the Westvale Abbey again. Now up to 19. I have plenty of lands to activate for the spawning bed. Looks like another Secure the Waste is coming down for 6. So this allows him to go Westvale Abbey again. But I mean, it's not really net up any damage because I can just attack back in as well. I mean, he probably should attack in because I could just draw the Eldrazi Displacer. We'll play a Cryptolith Rite here. I do attack in with the I need to get as much life as possible off of it. This gives him life as well, but I think me having life is a lot more important than my opponent. As I definitely feel like I have the board state here. Go a huge Hangarback Walker. And just pass. Still feeling really good shape. Nicholas is definitely annoying. He can kill my Oblivion Sower here. But he decides to draw a card. Instead, there's an Eyeless Watcher. So I do believe we attack everything in Nicholas. So he has to block with at least some tokens here, which clears out the board a little bit. I'll leave the Eyeless Watcher in my hand, I believe. I don't think there's any point. He's going to let Obnixilis die. Must have another one in his hand. No. Now he decides otherwise. Guess I could have activated my Lumbering Falls here. Yeah, we'll Eyeless Watcher. So our opponent has 4 cards in hand. He'll have 5 with the Obnixilis activation. Love to find like another Duskwatch Recruiter or a Prophet. A Prophet would be very good. Evolutionary Leap. And then eventually get that other Eldrazi Displacer. A Drowner of Hope would also be very good. So we have a ton of outs here. Languish wouldn't even hurt me that much. He's used 2 Languishes, 2 Ruinous Paths, 2 Secure the Waste, 2 Gideons. Looks to me like a bunch of lands left in his deck. He's only drawn 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 out of his lands. With a deck that usually I think it likes 26 or 27, so more than above average lands left in his library here. So Ruinous Path on the Hangarback Walker. This makes me think that Languish is coming down. Alright, so we'll just make some mana here. So he's still going to lose Obnixilis. Or he might opt just to, destroy the Oblivion. So I think we'll just make a Westvale Abbey token. And we can't quite make a spawning bed. But I will be able to activate the Lumbering Falls. Prophet of Distortion is good here. I think we'll just cast it. And I'm attacking with both of these just because I do not want Obnixilis to be able to kill my Prophet. So we're both at obscene life totals. I just need to find the Eldrazi Displacer. Transgress hits nothing. Just a coast, of course. It's in my hand. And there's Sorin, which he should be killing my Prophet here. No, he decides to reveal the top, and it's just a land. So we'll draw another card with the Prophet. There's Nihilist Watcher. Again, not the greatest card. Another Westvale Abbey. So I am just going to continue to draw some cards. Don't want Whirler Rogue. We'll activate a Lumbering Falls. And we're going to attack Obnixilis, Sorin, and I believe Sorin is how we want to do it. This way he's got to decide which one of his Planeswalkers dies. So Obnixilis dies. And again, we'll just keep everything back. Sorin gets ticked down. Got to play a little bit quicker here. We're kind of neck and neck with time. Gone through almost a third of our time. I guess 15 minutes of our 25-minute time clock. And again, I think you could just kill the Prophet. I don't know what he's digging for in his deck. I mean, we've seen it all. Sorin is his win con, and so is the Westvale Abbey. And now he's starting to run into that string of lands, which we knew he had, as hadn't been drawing much lands up to this point. So Planar Outburst, it doesn't really do much. I think we'll activate one more activation. It just basically killed a Prophet, is all it did. And now he can actually make sure his Sorin ticks up. So we do need to find a way through the Sorin, and there it is. We got the Drowner. So now Sorin is dead. And I'll cast an Nihilist Watcher. Gives 2 more cards that can tap down. And now we just need to beat down our opponent. Another Westvale Abbey. There's an Evolutionary Leap, which is really good because it allows us to play Whirler Rogue and then eat the Thopters. I just need to find the other Eldrazi Displacer. And there it is. Alrighty. And there's the concession. So we saw most of his deck. Just very, very heavy control, white-black. This is where Negate is extremely good. We can bring in Warping Wail against Languish, but Languish isn't the greatest threat. The Great Aurora is okay. Ulamog's great. Worldbreaker is actually decent in this matchup because it can take care of the opposing Westvale Abbeys. I do like Oblivion Sower a lot, and I actually like Den Protector. So I think the entire sideboard once again can come in versus these type of matchups. Hangarback Walker is fine. Whirler Rogues are very weak, so we're going to take out some Whirler Rogues. I'm going to actually go down in a few Clash of Wills. Maybe Warping Wails, actually. We'll run the Clash of Wills over the Warping Wails. There isn't a lot of creatures, again, that the Warping Wail actually affects. The Blisterpod, Loam Dryad's not necessary. They just die to Languishes. The Duskwatch Recruiter is pretty much something that we can run just a one of because the Den Protector can get it back. Eventually, we'll take care of some Skyspawners down to very low and a Displacer down to just a one of and a Drowner down to just a one of. And I think the rest of these are fine. So we will submit this. Anyway, we have to play very, very quickly here. I think we keep this hand. This is fine. Den Protector's great. We have a start off with Lumbering Falls. And there's a Clash of Wills, which makes this even that much better. Pilgrim is nice. We can either go get a green or a blue or a white source. See the Anguish on makings the Hangarback Walker. Just ruin his passive. Okay. So we'll go Pilgrim's Eye and get the white source. Don't think we want to run into a Languish quite yet. This does change things for me. I think that we do need to cast the Eyeless Watcher. I'm not really worried about a 5-drop. I'd rather get the Eyeless Watcher out. And kind of force out the Languish here. Yeah, okay. So now he'll pump up Gideon. And attacking with Gideon. So now I need a Den Protector. Prophet's good here. I don't have an actual way to actually utilize it, though. And it's more of a late game thing, so we'll just cast a Den Protector. I can counter a Sorin. I think getting back Hangarback Walker is the right card here. There's Westvale, so we have to worry about the Westvale combo. And they'll attack him with Gideon. Transgressive Mind misses. But he does see the Clash of Wills. And we'll get back a Hangarback Walker. And ooh, that's a great card to draw into. We'll attack into Gideon. And don't hit anything off of the Oblivion Sower, but actually do hit some very good cards. So he does have an opening here that Clash of Wills will not hit. I think if I were him, I'd just start breeding out ally tokens. I am almost in range for the Westvale Abbey, which gets very, very scary. So Sorin, he shouldn't be greedy here. He should kill the... Well, he can't have killed the Oblivion Sower. He should just kill the Den Protector. And then, yeah, make me choose which one I want to kill. Pilgrim's Eye at least can find me another land. We'll get an island. Attack into Sorin. This will force out the block. And again, I just think I just pass a turn. Finds another Read the Bones. Which is actually really good with Sorin. Alright, so hit another land. Kind of a stalemate here. I'm just going to Hangarback for 2. And keep up some healthy Clash of Wills mana. So Swamp gets revealed from Sorin. Getting close to being able to cast Ulamog. Worldbreaker wouldn't be too bad either, because we could take care of the Westvale Abbey. I think if I were him, I'd just pass for a Westvale Abbey token. He's got to be very careful here, because he knows I have a Clash of Wills. So Anguish Unmaking on the Hangarback. And we're back to the same scenario that we had before. Cryptolith Rite's not a card I wanted to see. We'll attack Sorin, attack Gideon. We do take care of Gideon. He gets another Gideon. And we do not have Clash of Wills for that Gideon. Ouch, that was the worst case scenario. Planar Outburst will destroy the Oblivion Sower. But the Gideon gets countered. So Sorin's down to a 2. Finds a Reality Smasher, and that just wins the game off the Reality Smasher. Crazy draws there at the end. Alrighty. So, on to the sideboard. Still don't want to get run out by like Languish. I think Eldrazi Displacer is good versus the Westvale Abbey and all the tokens. We'll bring that back in. Prophet of Distortion. Just going to go down to a 1 of. We find it. Drown of Hope might be better than I'm giving it credit for. But I think it's all about just getting this Oblivion Sower, getting to the late game. So we'll just submit this. Even though we probably don't have time to play the late game. So hopefully I don't time out here. And maybe that's why I should just run an all aggro package. But I'll try to play as quickly as possible. And Westvale Abbey, can't keep this. We'll mulligan it. We will keep this hand. It's not very good, but it's keepable. And I have to play extremely fast, so I apologize. So Transgress hits the Great Aurora, which I don't think I have time for anyway. And we do have a Hangarback for 1. He misses land drop. Don't know why he went after that one, the Summoning Sickness one. Languish happens. World Breaker, don't have enough mana for it. Would have been a good game here. He's down to a 6, which puts him in range of the World Breaker. Eyeless Watcher can come out. Reality Smasher. He's down to 4. And I think he's going to run out of time before... Jeez. That was a good little move there. Lumbering Falls comes down. Down to a 7. Lumbering Falls. Can attack him down to a 1. Archangel Avacyn. Oh, I tapped my mana wrong. Because we die on the backswing here. Oh, I don't have it anyway. So Archangel Avacyn, we actually end up losing this one. Wow. Great hands by our opponent. And that is game. So Clash of Wheels we couldn't clash with the Archangel. Maybe I should have, I don't think I hold it. I have 6 one of them, where I think I could have unmorphed my Den Protector for a Clash of Wills, which might have helped. But had the English, both the English were making for the Hangarback Walkers. That was just rough. Anyway, we'll go on to the next match. This has been Kevin with GatheringMagic.com. Thanks for watching.